Before the world was made, before time itself, there was only Eru Iluvatar. From his thought, he brought forth the Ainur, the holy ones, beings of pure spirit, the first voices in the great music. Through their song, the world was woven into existence. But harmony was not without discord. One among them, the mightiest of all, sought to shape the song to his own will. And so, the first shadow was cast upon creation. This was Melkor. But not all followed him. Many of the Ainur descended into the newborn world of Arda to shape and protect it. These were the Valar, the powers of the world. Beneath them, their lesser kin, the Maiar, would aid them, or, in some cases, betray them. And so began the eternal struggle between light and darkness. Greatest of the Valar was Manwe, king of Arda. Ruling from his high throne upon Tanicatil, he commanded the winds and watched over the world. With him was his queen, Varda, she who kindled the stars. To the elves, she was Elbereth, the most beloved of all the Valar. Where her light shone, the darkness of Melkor trembled. Ulmo, the lord of the seas, moved unseen through rivers and oceans. He spoke not with words, but with the whispers of the tides, shaping the fates of those who would listen. Aule, the master of craft, shaped the mountains and forged the treasures of the earth. In his impatience, he created the dwarves, though they were not his to make. Among his Maiar was one who would fall into shadow, Sauron, Yavanna, the bringer of life. From her song, trees and flowers bloomed, and from her wisdom, the Ents were born. Orome, the mighty hunter, rode through the dark forests, seeking out the creatures of Melkor. It was he who first found the elves when they awoke beneath the stars. Mandos, the judge of the dead, spoke only when prophecy demanded. He kept the halls where all elves would go after death, awaiting their doom or redemption. Last of the Valar to enter the world was Tolkas, the warrior. Strongest of them all, he laughed in battle and feared nothing. And then, there was Melkor, once the greatest of the Ainur, now the dark enemy of the world. From his fortress, Utumno, he sent forth war and corruption, and many of the Maiar followed him, including Sauron and the Balrogs, spirits of fire who became his most terrible servants. Among the Maiar were many who remained faithful. Eönwe, the herald of Manwe, greatest of arms. Ilmare, the handmaiden of Varda. Osa and Uinen, spirits of the seas, and some in time would walk among men. Olorin, wisest of the Maiar, who would come to Middle-earth as Gandalf, and Kurumo, his prideful kin, who would become Saruman. But though the Valar sought to protect the world, Melkor waged endless war against them, and so the struggle between the free peoples and the shadow began. The echoes of the Ainur's first song would shape the fate of Middle-earth forever. The tale of The Lord of the Rings is not just a story, it is a myth, a legend of gods and kings, of war and betrayal, of creation and corruption. And this is only the beginning.